this man. I am Perry White. As we keep the show going, want to welcome now to the show. He's no stranger, of course. My guy, cooler than the other side of the pillow. Coach Carlos Funchess, the head women's basketball coach at Southern University. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Perry. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I like that energy right there. As I know it's game day, and it is hey, we getting things ready to rock and roll today.
It's go time, man. It's time to go out and try to get this win. That's the plan.
Let's look back. You guys were on the road last week at Prairie View and Texas Southern. Of course, I had you on the show. We talked about that win against former Southern coach at Prairie View, now Sandy Pugh. But then on Saturday, before we get to you guys, plenty of games around the conference, right? Jackson State got a victory on the road at Alcorn State, 67-64. Alabama State rolled over Mississippi Valley, 64-49. How about Grambling getting a big one over Prairie View, getting on track, 67-44. Alabama A&M, Coach Dawn Thornton over her former team last year at UAPB, where she had some success. She gets a victory now with the Bulldogs at Alabama A&M, 66-52 over UAPB, and then FAMU gets the victory over Bethune-Cookman, 62-54. Let's look at the ball game that you guys had against Texas Southern, a tough loss, 55-51, Coach. And in this game, you guys shot 20 of 62 for 32%. You guys were 3 of 19 from the three-point line, shooting 15%. 8 of 15 from the free throw line, shooting 53%. On the other side for Texas Southern, they shot 19 of 43 for 44%, 5 of 18 from the three-point line, shooting 27%, and 12 of 15 from the free throw line, shooting 80%. You guys were able to get 30 points in the paint and 3 points off fast breaks, but you led by as much as 15 in this game, and then at the end, it seemed like it was tough. And talking to Coach Kevin Johnson right before you came on, Texas Southern just a tough place no matter who has to go over there and play.
It is. It's traditionally been a tough place to go over there and get a win. And we had total control of the ball game going into the fourth quarter. I mean, we had played pretty dominant defense. We were up by 15 at the start of the fourth quarter and just could not score, and they got scorching hot. They were 9 for 10, I think, from the field in the fourth quarter, and 8 for 10 from the free throw line. So, that's something we look back at it. We let one get away. Winning a game on the road like that is always big. But had to regroup. So the young ladies bounced back. I thought we played hard enough to win, but we just did not complete play down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
As a coach, and you're coaching these young ladies, and you start to deal with adversity on the road in conference play in a game like that, it's a learning lesson. But what do you say to these young ladies to coach them up, Coach? And even when it's just like, damn, we just can't buy basketball, it's just like everything going against us. From your perspective as the head coach, what do you say, and how do you try to get these things corrected?
Well, you just want to be fundamentally sound on both ends of the court. You can't put people on the free throw line. You cannot turn the basketball over. The last 5 minutes of the game. In a tight basketball game, you have to get a good shot every time. Now, you might not make them all, but you want to get a good look. And defensively, be sound and solid. Don't put them on the line and rebound the basketball. If you do those things, most of the time you're going to be successful.
You guys then bounced back Thursday. You finally had your home opener in conference play. And this year, of course, we know in women's basketball in the SWAC conference, Thursday nights, basically ladies' nights. The girls have, the young ladies have their own feature across the conference. And not only did you guys do it, but Alabama State went on the road to Alcorn. Alcorn State women getting the victory 61-54. Texas Southern goes on the road to Itabena and get a victory against Mississippi Valley 80-54. And then Alabama A&M takes on Jackson State. That was a matchup I thought was really good with Coach Dawn Thornton going against Jackson State. Of course, Tamika Reed no longer at Jackson State, but Jackson State still finding a way to get it done. And I thought Alabama A&M may have been hot enough to get it done, but not so fast. 10-point victory for Jackson State, 65-55. And then you guys open up at home for conference play, and you have Bethune-Cookman. You get the victory, 73-56. And in this ball game, Coach, you shoot 24 of 57 for 42%, 4 of 18 from the three-point line, shooting 22%, and 21 of 27 from the free throw line, shooting 77%. On the other side for the Wildcats, their team shooting 18 of 43 for 41%, 6 of 14 from the three-point line, shooting 42%, and 14 of 30, Coach, from the free throw line for Bethune-Cookman, shooting 46%. What did you learn about your team after having to deal with adversity? You guys were able to put up 30 points in the paint as well as get 20 fast break points in this ball game, really commanding it. Your largest lead in this game was 28. Bouncing back after that loss on the road to Texas Southern, and then to get back on track at home in a conference opener against Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah, we're going to have to continue to get better on both ends of the court, especially offensively. I thought we missed some shots that we should have made, but it's going to come. Each and every game, you want to gradually get better. And hopefully by the end of the season, you'll be really, really playing well. But, just being fundamentally sound, that's what it all goes back to, competing each and every night. We're going to play 10 or 11 players, so everyone has to be ready. We have a lot of quality depth on this team. A lot of times when I sub somebody in, they do some things better than the starter does. So it's a team effort, and we're going to continue to strive to get better.
Big game today against Florida A&M, and you look around the conference, Alabama State, Jackson State today, Alabama A&M and Alcorn State, Grambling and Bethune-Cookman, and then Valley takes on Prairie View. You guys taking on Florida A&M. Looking at the tape, scouting this team, man, what do you see about Florida A&M coming into Baton Rouge today?
Well, they're going to be athletic. They have a lot of kids that can score the basketball. So we're going to have to be fundamentally sound. We can't put them on the line 30 times like you said we did with Bethune. We got to stop fouling, and we got to keep rebounding the basketball. And cut down on that transition point. They get a lot of points out of transition. So we're going to have to do a good job in transition deep.
Coach, because you guys now have the Thursday game, and I got to ask you from your personal opinion, and honestly, your thoughts with the Thursday game, with you guys standing alone, playing by yourself. You've seen it for 2 weeks now, on the road last week at Prairie View, and then this week at Southern. Your thoughts on so far playing that Thursday game by yourself?
Well, I thought that the energy was there. The crowd brought a lot of energy. We had the band here, so they did a great job, and Coach Banks and his staff did a good job promoting, especially with school being out. But it was a good game-type atmosphere.
If it was up to you, do coaches have an input on this? Because I know you like to follow up with the guys' game. Do you guys have input as coaches here in this league on maybe after this season being able to evaluate this and maybe look at things differently?
Yeah, I think this year the conference kind of made a decision on how they were going to do it, and then they're going to reevaluate it and see how everyone in the league likes it. So we'll see. This is the hand we've been dealt, so
yeah,
have to make the best out of it.
Got to make the best out of it. I love it when I get the women's and the men's game back to back. That gives me a day. It feels eventful for me. But nonetheless, I'm gonna support you guys. I'll be there today to watch you guys, and for everybody else out there in the capital city area around Baton Rouge and the surrounding area, Coach, that you want to come out and support you guys against FAMU today. What is your message to the Jaguar Nation out there?
Well, you're going to see some quality basketball on both sides, men and women. Both teams, we're going to compete, and we're going to represent Southern University well, both on and off the court. We both men and women, we both have some quality players and quality people, more so than anything. And they're going to be well coached, and they're going to play hard for the team.
I like that, Coach, man, and I know you're going to have your young ladies ready. FAMU is the opponent today. You guys got the victory Thursday against Bethune-Cookman. You guys are currently sitting at 2-1 in conference play. You're tied right now with Alabama A&M, Alabama State, and then Grambling and Alcorn right there behind you guys at 1-1. So far, leading the way. FAMU 1-0 today, so you're trying to get them their first conference loss. And then you look at Texas Southern and Jackson State. Texas Southern 3-0, Jackson State 2-0. What about FAMU's coach, quickly before I let you go, Coach? Who is she?
Coach Bridget Gordon. I mean, she does a great job. She's a former WNBA player, a superstar at University of Tennessee. I think she won a couple of national championships. But she does a quality job, and it's going to be a tough game. But you have to win your home game. So we got to hold serve here at home and hopefully get this victory.
Hopefully get that victory, Coach. I'll be there supporting you guys. as Coach Kevin Johnson say, get in there, support, check what your mama gave you, and give the refs hell. Should I give the refs hell today, Coach?
Do it every time, every time.
Boy, them coaches, y'all do not fool with them refs, huh?
Oh, no, we don't play around. You know, we at home. We want the home call.
You want the home call. Man, you know, it's crazy. I officiate high school football, so as much as I'm with you, I'm like, dang, that's what they be saying, give us hell, because they sure be giving me hell on Thursdays and Friday nights, Coach.
Nah, the officials do the best job possible. You know, they want to call a fair game, so that's what we expect.
But we're going to give them
at
hell.
At home and on the road.
We going to adhere to you. We're going to give them hell. We need that home cooking, baby. We need that today as we try to continue to move forward. Good luck to you guys, Coach, and everybody out there listening. That's the voice of Coach Carlos Funchess, Southern University head women's basketball coach. He says, get in there and support as they take on Florida A&M today. It's going to be a big game, Coach. I'm looking forward to it. I wish you guys much success. You got it done Thursday against Bethune-Cookman. Now Florida A&M today. Tip-off at 2:30, so won't be too long from now. Once you get your breakfast and your coffee, then your lunch, it'll be time to rock and roll to head over to the F.G. Clark Activity Center, as we know it is the Mini Dome, and get ready to support Coach Funchess and those young ladies. Coach, thank you for coming on this morning, man.
Thank you, Perry. I appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you here this afternoon.
I'm going to give them hell, Coach, for you. Thank you.
That's right. All right. Take care. Thank you again.
All right.